Steph Curry has had one of the most historic runs in NBA history. With the Warriors' recent victory over his younger brother in the Blazers, he will be appearing in his 5th straight NBA Finals. And Steph's shooting percentage with endorsement deals is just as high as his percentage from beyond the arc, scoring partnerships with Under Armour, Chase Bank, Degree Deodorant, and more. One of his partnerships is with Infiniti, which scores him a few free cars. He's also gotten a couple of free Kias from the NBA for his 2 MVP awards, but clearly, Steph isn't afraid to spend money of his own on cars, because he has a pretty expansive car collection. From his Mercedes-Benz G55 worth around $125K and his Porsche 911 GT3 RS worth closer to $200K to his Tesla Model X, he's driving in style, and that's just the beginning of his collection. The internet recently tried to bring Steph into some drama involving comments made by his wife Ayesha on Jada Pinkett Smith's Red Table Talk, but Steph Euro-stepped past all the drama and showed that he will always hold it down for the love of his life. And while Ayesha may be dealing with some haters in the comment section on Instagram, she doesn't seem to be too worried. After a fan told her to stay in the kitchen, she replied with, "Which one? SF, Houston, Miami, or San Diego?" So yeah, I think the Curry family is doing just fine. And as you can see from the comment, they own quite a lot of real estate. Most recently, they sold their Alamo, California mansion for $6.3 million, so we're not sure which one of their other homes they're currently staying in, but it's safe to say they have options. Steph has a reported net worth of around $90 million, according to Celebrity Net Worth, and according to CNBC, he was the highest paid player during the 2017-2018 season, earning $34 million that year. That is an average of, quick math here, $414,634.14 per game. But that's only the start. After signing a $201 million contract with the championship Warriors, plus if you add in all of his brand partnerships and endorsement deals, the guy has a lot of cash coming in. Forbes estimated the amount was $76.9 million from everything combined last year. But we'll get into all of that in just a minute. What's going on, good people in the comment section? My name is Jeremy Hecht. I hope you're having one heck of a day. And today I'll be taking you through the financial come up of Golden State's golden boy, Steph Curry. We've covered other athletes for this series like Kawhi Leonard and the Greek Freak, and you seem to like them, so let us know who we should cover next in the comments down below. And like we do on every Rich Life video here, we'll ask you a question now that you'll have to stick around until the end of the video for. Today's question is, what did Steph do with the Kia that came with his first MVP award? Also, before we start, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been watching these videos and leaving positive comments and supporting me in the comment section. I see you all, and I really do appreciate it. I like to think we're getting better with every video. But no more talking, let's get into it. Steph Curry was born Wardell Stephen Curry II on March 14, 1988 in Akron, Ohio, ironically the birthplace of his now rival and fellow NBA great LeBron James. His father Dell was also an NBA player who played for the Cavs as well as the Toronto Raptors. It was in the 6s that young Steph grew up for basketball himself, playing for the Queensway Christian College boys basketball team, who he led to an undefeated season. After Dell retired from the league, the Currys moved back to Charlotte, where Curry became an all-conference, all-state player for the Charlotte Christian School and won the team 3 conference titles. Not coming from a very well-known basketball school and due to his skinny frame, Curry wasn't offered any major scholarships to the big basketball schools. Instead, he attended Davidson, who saw potential in Steph from the 10th grade. It didn't take long before his skills would take the world by storm. In his freshman year, he broke Davidson's scoring record, and in 2008, he shocked March Madness fans as they had a new underdog to root for when Steph led the Wildcats to bracket-shattering victories against number 3 seeded Wisconsin and number 2 seeded Georgetown. He stayed in college for 3 years before putting his name in for the NBA draft, where he was selected by the Golden State Warriors with the 7th overall pick. Steph's rookie contract with the Warriors saw him making $3.17 million per year for 4 seasons. But based on his stats, after the first couple of seasons, that number was pretty low for him. Even his next extension was a relative bargain for the team, paying only $44 million for 4 years. I only say relatively because the guy was putting up numbers worth much more. But his latest contract is worth $201 million, with his yearly number going up to $45.8 million in the 2021-2022 season. So finally, Mr. Curry is getting what he deserves. But besides basketball, how is Steph making his money? Well, Steph diversifies his income through multiple revenue streams, earning an estimated $42 million in endorsement deals. The most visible endorsement deal, of course, is Steph's Under Armour deal, who gave him his first signature shoe. Instead of going with one of the bigger brands like Nike or Adidas, Steph decided to build with a lesser known brand in the world of basketball kicks. Steph was even given equity in the company, and although his first pair of shoes with them are kinda trash in my opinion, it's definitely paid off. We don't know exactly what he made off the contract or how much equity he owns, but according to an analyst at Morgan Stanley, his value with Under Armour could be worth more than $14 billion. Yeah, so that's a win. Plus, his latest Steph Curry shoes are pretty fire, I will admit it. In 2018, he formed a production company called Unanimous Media, which later signed a multi-year production deal with Sony Pictures in what Variety reported as the biggest media deal of any athlete to date. He partnered with a smartphone brand in China called Vivo in 2017, as well as the startup company Press Play to grow his global brand, and let me tell you, they love Steph in China. Shout out to our Chinese viewership out there. Steph has a multi-year endorsement deal with Chase Bank, so maybe he gets a better interest rate for his millions, I don't know. Curry is an investor and ambassador for the phone company Palm. He's an investor in the Toronto-based startup Snap Travel, which received $21.2 million in their Series A funding. He also owns his own company called SC30 to manage his investments and various business ventures. So yeah, the man's handles extend far beyond the court. He knows how to handle his money too. And according to Forbes, he is the 8th highest paid athlete in the world. So the question you've all been waiting for, what does he spend all of his earnings on? Well, the guy's got some pretty nice wheels. He owns a Cadillac Escalade ESV worth around $75K, an Infiniti Q50 worth, well, he probably got it for free because he is their international spokesperson.
It's bright and early, but I got a nice little sneak peek of the new QX Inspiration.
Which is why he can be so reckless with his cars, even putting up shots into the sunroof. Thankfully, he doesn't miss. And every MVP in the NBA gets a free car courtesy of Kia. Although Steph received a 2016 Kia Sorento, he donated it to the East Oakland Youth Development Center located a few blocks from the Warriors arena. And there you have the answer to the question from the beginning of the video. Alright, let's get to the good stuff though. Steph owns a Mercedes-Benz G55 worth around $125K, a Porsche 911 GT RS worth around $200 grand, a Porsche Panamera Turbo S worth $150 grand, a Range Rover Sport LWB worth $210 grand from the dealer, plus post-factory modifications including 22-inch rims, so that'll cost a bit more, and Tesla Model X worth around a little over 90 grand. And just like his cars and his NBA contracts, Curry has consistently updated his living situation. Initially buying an Oakland penthouse, later moving into an 8,000 square foot mansion in North Carolina, which he recently sold. He later bought another mansion in Walnut Creek for $3.2 million and put $400K into renovations. The place included a 2,000 bottle wine cellar. Who knows why you'd need that many wine bottles, but it is a cool flex, I will admit that. He later moved into a home in Alamo and they recently sold the property for $6.3 million. Curry made a profit on the sale after buying the property for $5.7 million in 2016. It was over 10,000 square feet on over an acre and a half of land with 5 bedrooms and 10 bathrooms. The house had an infinity swimming pool and a guest house. And while we're not exactly sure where he's living now, if Steph's track record shows us anything, we can almost guarantee it will be nicer than the last. Steph is usually a pretty casual dresser in terms of fashion, but he does own a Rolex Deep Sea. And most importantly, he likes to spend money on the people who matter most to him, like his family.
They're gonna do a playhouse for you.
To be able to do this for our girls and give them something super special and something that they can keep really forever is just incredible.
Had to put my Raptors hat on before we close out this video, because after seeing last night's game, I think we might have a shot in the finals. Originally, I thought we were gonna get swept by you, Steph, and the Warriors, but after seeing what our secret weapon can do, yeah, I'm talking about Drake, Drizzy, the Six God, his pettiness is on another level, and I think if we're going into the finals against you guys, we're gonna see a follow on the gram from Drake to Ayesha Curry. We're gonna see him liking pics. We're gonna see him wearing a shirt with Steph crying. We're gonna see petty Drake, and I think that gives us a shot in the finals. So I will see all you Warriors fans in the comments. You can let me know how I am out of my mind and we have no chance. But all I'm gonna say is, let's see, let's wait and see, all right? Kawhi not, all right? That's all I have to say. I'm pretty sure that's it for this video. I just wanted to get that off real quick. Shout out to Steph, great dude, and Aisha, great family. But anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Let me know who to cover next. Dream good, live better. My name is Jeremy Hecht, as always. Follow me on Instagram. You can let me know there who to cover next, or in the comments down below. I am just rambling at this point. I'm fired up about the Raptors. I'll see you in the next video.